In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Pentatonic Blues scale. I'm going to show you a phrase that consists of 6 notes on 2 strings. This phrase is very simple, it's useful, and it's repeatable. And from this phrase, we're going to build the extended Pentatonic Blues scale. And we'll have you playing all up and down the fretboard. So let's get into it. First, let's break down the minor pentatonic scale in the first position. This is going to be in A, so we're going to start here in just a simple scale. Which I'm sure you're already familiar with that scale. Now we're going to add the blues note. So there's one blues note right there. And there's another blues note right there. Now let's look real quickly at the intervals that make up this scale. So your A is your 1, C would be your flat 3, D would be your 4, this E flat or D sharp right here would be your blues note, that's your flat 5, then here's E, your 5, your next note would be your flat 7, and then you're back to your 1. And we're in the first position in A. So once again, 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, and 1. So why do I show you that? Why is that important? Well, for one thing, the phrase we're going to learn, it's not going to start on the 1. It's going to start on the flat 7. So it's going to start on this G if we're in the key of A. So you take the A and go down 2 frets, like here, to your flat 7. That's where we're going to start on this phrase. Okay, so here is the phrase. Starting with your G right here, your flat 7. That's all it is. Not much, really. 6 notes on 2 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes. So what's cool about this is it's a repeatable pattern. So you can start here. And that is all 6 notes of the A minor pentatonic blues scale. You're just not starting on the 1, you're starting on the flat 7. So once you go here, your very next note in the scale is that G or that flat 7, and now you're going to do the exact same thing. Now your next G or flat 7 is right here. You're going to do the exact same thing again. Now we're going to descend. And we can play all that over an A minor chord. So once again, here's that full extended pentatonic blues scale in the key of A. So now what I want to do is just kind of break it into sections. Obviously, here's our first section right here. Now we can just hang out there. We can play that A minor chord. We can go to the next section. Go. Now we can go to our next section right here. And here's just an example of how you can work through different positions. So as you can see, this full extended pentatonic blues scale uses notes from a few of the different positions. There's 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale. Let's go ahead and break down the 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale without the blues note, just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. We've already talked about the position 1. Now we're going to start here on our second note for position 2. We're going to use our middle finger right here. It looks like this. So this is our third position. Here's our fourth position. And we've talked about our fifth position right here. Once again, fifth position here. So once again, if we walk through this extended scale, we're starting in the fifth position. Now right here, we're in the first position. Now we're in the second position. And these 3 notes here are going to be in the third position. So we've talked about playing in the extended blues pentatonic scale, but we can also play this same phrase anywhere where there's this G note. So here's some different places we can play that same phrase. So with any pattern that you learn or any kind of scale, it's always going to be movable. So let's say we was using G, same thing. Same thing if we're using C. So another thing cool about this phrase, I'm playing it like this. Notice my third finger is playing these 3 notes, like that. Well, you may not want to play it that way. You can play it a different way if you want. You can actually take this index finger and bring it up. So it looks like this. You can even slide your index finger up like this. So another thing I want to show you that's really cool about this phrase is your bends and what you can do. So if you start on this note right here, your next 2 notes are these chromatic notes. So you can play this note here and you can bend up a half step to that note or a whole step to that note. So here's the half step. You're hitting that note. Now here's the whole step. Hitting that note. Bring in your vibrato, and you could also play some different kinds of licks like this. So there you have it, some cool things you can do with bending the strings. Once again, this idea is something you can use. Just play it in sections and play some licks and phrases wherever you're at, or you can move all through the scale. So it'll help you do that right there, be able to play through the different positions and be able to phrase and improvise and really just have some fun. This is a scale right here that all your great players use in some way or another. All your great blues and rock players in some way or another, they're using this extended pentatonic scale. So I really believe this phrase will help you to memorize this extended pentatonic blues scale. So knowing this phrase just kind of helps me to find those blues notes in the different positions. If you don't know the pentatonic scale in all 5 positions, I've got a free PDF reference guide that you can download that will help you. If you want a copy of it, just put free PDF in the comments and I'll send you the link. This guide has a lot of information about the major scale and the modes, and it also talks about, the pentatonic scale, whether you're starting with the minor pentatonic in first position, or if you're talking about the major pentatonic in the first position. It goes through all 5 positions. And also the guide shows you the minor pentatonic blues scale as well in all 5 positions. Once again, just put free PDF in the comments and I'll send you a link to that download. I hope all of this has really been helpful for you. And if you need anything at all, just let me know. I'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching and keep rocking.